Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Heroes to Kings Nighttime Chats. See, a while back, I made a video that was like this one on Tangled the series about how stupid it could be. This time, it's about Kakegurui, or Kakegurui, because, and I really like Kakegurui, and I pronounce it that way, fight me. Um, but, that second season ending, you know, with the character that the anime made up that isn't in the manga at all, the auction, total bullcrap. So ridiculously dumb that it is unbelievable. First of all, there's one thing that you need to understand. The idea that the auctioneer can join into the auction breaks it entirely. Entirely. And I mean this. Because if the auctioneer can join in the auction and make bids, and the bids that are made go to the auctioneer, all the auctioneer has to do is bid 100 after they've made their bids, because then they always win. Always. That is stupid. That is lame. That is not neutral at all. That would never fly. Period. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. I know she sits it out every other time once it's called out, but it would have never flown to begin with. It's not a, oh, we're neutral thing. It's a, that breaks the game in its entirety, and the auction would always win in that scenario. But ignoring that we have to even think about that, we have to talk about the votes and the lies. See, the beginning of the voting, Suzui still starts out with 13. And right before this auction starts, it shows the rankings again. It shows it in a fast scroll by, and it's the exact same rankings with the exact same votes, but they try to play it off later in like the next episode, saying that, oh, the votes aren't calculated in real time. Bull crap. You can't show the rankings and their votes and expect the viewers to believe that the votes are different now just because. But all of that aside, how much votes does Rei Batsubami actually have during this auction? Well, let me tell you, because I calculated that crap. I calculated Rei. I did not calculate the rest of them. I did not want to fight myself over calculating the rest of them. There was a lot. You see, Rei, overall, in the auction, wins 365 votes in the auction. She ends up losing 693, which means she had to have, at the end, higher than 693, or at least 693, because she says she's out after that, which means she has to be below 100, but it doesn't mean she has to be at 0. In order for that to be possible, she would have started with 328 to get that 365 to make 693 at the minimum, which would put her higher than everybody else on the entire thing. And for those of you who don't know, with 365 wins and 693 in losses, I don't know if I've been saying this right the whole time, but yeah, it's 365 and 693. I have it written down here. The 328 is what she would have had to start with, but how many votes is that overall in the auction? Well, I'll tell you. It's 1,058. If we were to add those wins and losses together, that is 1,058 votes. Now, that doesn't mean she had those votes, because, you know, she won the 365 and she lost the 693, and then she threw in the towel, which means she probably didn't have those votes. But that's ridiculous. Nobody in the school. That is 1/3 of the whole school, because it says outright in the show that the total votes are 3,000. That means the players in there would have to have 1/3 of the votes. And the players in there were Suzui, who had 13 votes, which was reconfirmed in the auction again. Yumeko, who knows, because she had like 63, but she bet 40, I think, twice before she won one, which means she would have had 80, which doesn't make sense. I could look at the whole papers and do all the numbers for everybody, but I'm not going to. The point of this video is that auction crap was a complete fatal mistake. They should not have added it. And the worst part is they had the ending from the manga. They changed the first season's ending too to be something else with the president and Yumeko. And it worked because it went straight back to status quo, and you can just go on with the story. So they had the ending that should have been in the first season as part of this season, and they could have ended it there. I think it ended episode 8, maybe episode 10. They could have easily ended it there to make way for season 3, but instead they added their own new character who, I swear to God, is just straight up a Mary Sue character. It's terrible. She wants to take care of the house pets and blah, 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 blah. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb character. I'm sorry if Rei Batsubami is your favorite. Garbage character. Garbage auction. Worst thing in the whole show. As proven by the math. So, there's that. Oh yeah, and for those of you wondering, she lost 99 7 times in a row. That's how you get 600 whatever. So yeah. Kakegurui. Great show. Little too horny. And terrible season 2, because now it may never get a season 3, because how the hell are you going to write yourself back into where you were? They wrote Yumeko out by saying, oh, she just gambled it all away. But now Suzui should only have 3 votes, and God only knows what the rest of them have. Because Suzui never bet again. He bet 10, and then he never got the chance to bet again and win the 100. So he should only have 3 votes. Whoops. Thank you for coming to this nighttime chat.